Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome to part 37 of our Snooker 19 Pro career with Neil Robertson. And today we are playing in the third round, the last 32 of the Betway UK Championship. And today we're playing against pretty stern opposition in Graham Dort. Now, we have played Dot before, we played him in the second round of the Oppo International Championship. Or was it actually? No, it was the World Snooker, which I think is the same fit. No, the World Snooker International Championship, which I think is the Oppo's. If I'm wrong, apologies, but I'm sure I'm right in saying that well, we played him in episode 22, and there's nothing that's the World Snooker International Championship. So yeah, the Oppo International Championship, that's just the sponsorship. So we did play Graham Dot in the second round of that event, but of course that's technically at the last 32 stage as well, because you had to qualify for that event. So it's a rematch though. We beat him 3-1 on that occasion. Can we beat him again today? Now, I must admit, the last episode was nothing more, nothing less than, well, nothing more. Not necessarily nothing less. In fact, nothing more and nothing less than crap. It was absolutely awful. We played some really dodgy snooker, and I apologise that you had to sit through that. And I can't really explain why, but hopefully we can wash that all under the water today and forget that that really ever happened. So we are playing in the third round of the Betway International... I'm confusing it now with the Oppos. We're playing in the third round of the Betway UK Championship, and we are playing against Graham Dot. Just outside the top 20 now. Been overtook by Yang Bing Tao, I think. Probably because he's beat us twice. And unfortunately Graham's gone down to 21st place. But a good performance in this type of tournament can always help. Of course, one of the Triple Crown events. The others being the Masters and the World Championship. Now, he's given us a nice, easy starter here. A fairly straight starter. So we're going to try and take these. Now, I don't know if there's been a patch or something, but my accuracy on these have been quite poor over the last few episodes. We'll see how we get on here. Just check that it's all in order. I mean, that looks fine to me. Nothing too hard. Just come back round for the black, hopefully. And there we go. Good pot. Oh, that's not come back round for the black at all. So, oh, we're touching ball, in fact, here. So, that's interesting. We might as well have a real just pot shot at the black and get it back up the table. Yeah, that's fine. Wouldn't worry about that. There's no reds available. So after that great break of one, I wouldn't call it a break. After that point, it's now up to Graham Dot. Now there is a red hanging just by the black, but he's not going to choose to play that. He's going to go for just a light safety on this pack of reds. And I'm guessing this safety battle will probably continue for quite a bit now, because the reds are very much clustered together. Nobody's really broke them apart, which is understandable in the early exchanges. So it allows a bit more margin for error in safety shots. But that's nicely up bulk right next to the yellow. And there's absolutely nothing he can do from here.
He really doesn't want to underhit this shot.
I don't say this often enough. I do thank you guys for the constant support on this series. There's still 80 odd of you tuning in for every episode, which for series I've done before is a fantastic amount.
Excellent safety shot.
And you know, it seems you guys are really enjoying it still, which is fantastic to hear, because I'm certainly enjoying playing Snooker 19. Again, less videos of course now, it's only on a bi-daily basis, but you guys don't seem to mind that. And I think it does give you more time to watch the videos as well, so I don't think that's a bad thing.
So he's looking to play safe again. This is fascinating.
And we're about midway through the season now, aren't we, with the UKs? Oh, that cue ball's going a bit astray. Did hit the knuckle, and that means it's gone into the pocket. And that is 4 points for us. Oh, blooming dog's bark. I recorded a video earlier again this morning, the dog was barking downstairs, but I'm going to ignore that for just a second. But, well, Graham must have hit the knuckle, and then he went in off there. So, we should be able to get a pot here. Then we have to go for this one. This one that's tight on the cushion, which seems to be the sensible option, but looking at that, it's pretty tight. I don't know what on earth the dog is barking at downstairs. If she carries on, I'll have to go and see to it, but that should be fine.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
Good pot. And I thought that would open up the black, but rather annoyingly, we've hit the black and it hasn't opened it up. Not had much luck so far, has to be said. So it's just going to have to be a safety shot, unfortunately. Incorporating the pink. Have to watch ourselves. Nothing too hard. Yeah, I don't think we're going for a pot. Would have been a bit tight to go for a pot there. Now, this does, I'm aware, and to be fair, we hit that a little bit hard. Could have done with it more towards the green. Just leave that red on, and it's not as hard as I thought it would be. But he's playing a safety on it, so got out of jail free, suppose you could say there. But unless he's going for a double, and he's not that far off if that's what he was going for. But he leaves the ball safe as well. So I suppose he ticks both boxes there. That's not a bad shot from Dotty. Really isn't. Can't quite get to that edge red, which is a bit unfortunate. Because we now, from what it looks like, we're going to have to open up these reds quite a bit. Unless we just play up to it, but then there's the risk that we do leave the... Now I suppose if we play the reds, just play up to them, as slow as possible. Bit of backspin so it doesn't hit them so hard. Right, let's make sure we get this exactly right. Yeah, that'll do.
It was a really tough shot. And
it was tough, and oh, we've left that red on. I didn't think he could quite get there. That's annoying. He just about got there, but now he's snookered himself, so... I'll let him have the 1 point. That's all he's having. And oh my god, he's got to the yellow from there. Very impressive. But he does leave a pot on, which, to be fair, getting out of that snooker was impressive enough. But this is our opportunity now. Our highest break last episode was something like 20. So let's prove we've still actually got what it takes. Oh dear. Maybe we can laugh now because we won the match. We wouldn't be laughing if we lost. We really wouldn't.
Into the right corner.
But I did forget to mention that was Graham's first pot of the match. Bit loose on position, I think, unless there's a little bit of a gap. No, there's not really, so... Again, it's going to be a bit of a shot to nothing, unfortunately, here. This red does go, but I've got absolutely no idea whether it will go. So, as I say, a bit of a shot to nothing. We hit the other one, so there was no chance of that going in. Down hit the blue, we could get a bit lucky here, actually. Not really. No, that red is going to still be on.
He's playing for the right corner here.
Just our safety play. Safety play? Safety play. Oh, he's missed that. Ouch. Because I'm not playing the game as often as I used to, which I have got more time now, so I probably will be able to put a little bit more time into the game. My safety play just starts lacking a little bit, and with that, the potting is a bit array and... Yeah, astray. Not array. Astray, and then, yeah, everything happens. But luckily, we're doing half decently here. Still very early on in this match, of course. But we'll take what we can. So hoping to get the other side of the black. We have got there. At least it opens up something else. I'm not going to go for the black. I'm going to go for the yellow. Maybe the blue if it's on, but no. This is going to be pretty much end of break, I would argue. Unless we get some crazy position, but sometimes it's better, folks. Get the pot. Let's just let the ball run here, actually.
Half a chance here.
Get the pot and see what comes.
Well, I think he's lost position here.
Yeah, we have lost position. I wasn't really fussed about that. I was more worried, oh god, we've snookered ourselves. But no, that's absolutely fine.
He'll be playing safe here.
End of the day, as long as we don't leave a pot on for Graham, that's all that matters. We haven't got to be getting fancy breaks. Got to probably take a frame or two to get into this match. But we've limited Graham Dot to only one pot so far.
11.
He's going to try and play as thin as possible, but just leave one red hanging out. But, as the big players usually do, he's left it nice and safe.
This shot depends on perfect pace. He'll be conscious
A little bit slow, but that might not be a bad thing. No, we're just not... We don't have the ability to play the safety as well as the AI. I mean, yes, it wouldn't have mattered if we'd have been any further up the table, to be honest. If we'd have been 38%, it just makes the pot longer, but there's a clear, obvious pot that he can take on here. He didn't leave the red on, we did. He's got to pot it, and he has, well. It was a straight pot. Graham Dot wouldn't miss that. And now he's got a chance. And what we do lack, and what we've always lacked in this career mode, is a bit of ruthlessness. We very rarely took frames in one visit. We have, generally speaking, always given the player that we're replacing a little bit of a chance. Only if it's a little bit of hope, but a little chance. And it's just that frame building technique and mentality that we need to get. But I don't feel, well, he could, actually that's not too bad into the middle, but what's he playing here?
17.
Blimey, he's playing the green, but I think he's going to miss it. Just off, but I think that was more a safety than anything else, but if it wasn't, he's got pretty lucky. But this red is possibly on, and I think I'm going to play it. I have to get round the back, the other side of the black, if this goes right.
No,
Oh,
not this time.
I think that just possibly suffered from a little bit too much power. It was pretty much there. And we do leave a red on, but sometimes it's risk and reward sort of thing. You've got to be pretty lucky to be able to play a shot that A, you can pot it, B, you can leave all the red safe. You've got to go for something, you've just got to go with your gut sometimes. But he's missed it as well, so Graham not in his best form. I'll try and nick this and get it in. Let this ball run. Ball run Bingham. Great pot. And now if that pulls up, we can finally start going for the black. And there's only 6 reds left, so if we make a decent break now, this could be crucial for the first frame. Oh, too hard, I would say. Not for the pot, but for positional purposes.
8.
Yeah, it's not too bad. We can take it.
Challenging pot along the cushion here.
It's there.
9.
Not in great position for the black, but again, we'll just have to get on with this. Is that going to reach? A little bit less power than what we wanted to play.
16.
Again, it just leave a red on. It's all about control of the cue ball. That's what it's all about. And that's not bad. Okay, not black, but pink's on.
17.
Just got to be careful though, because that pink will go back on its spot if we decide to play that. And will that inhibit? We're going to obviously be this side of the table as we're going now. I mean, if that pink's back on the spot, it doesn't affect the edge red. But where have we got to be to get that? I mean, that's pretty tough to get to, actually. So we want probably an angle like this. Probably from the middle pocket. And of course, if the pink's on its spot, then, yeah, we do risk the pink being there. So with that in mind, we're going to try and play a blue. Again, this could go all disastrously wrong. Let's try and play the blue.
This is a half chance.
So the blue's there. No, that's ran way too far.
That's loose. He wanted more control there.
Yeah, oh well. It was worth a go. I mean,
22.
if it had been soft, we'd have had much better position, but it's the way it is, I suppose. No. Should we just try and maybe play up to this red? Just give it a nice tap. Smidgen as possible. I think that should be okay. I think we did definitely hit that.
Robertson, 22.
Of course, though, there is a potting angle. It's pretty tight. I think he'll make it. Oh, he's just about got to that one.
1.
I must admit, yeah, my play's not that good. I struggle with safety play. But he's played a howler of a shot there.
4.
But at the end of the day, we did... Oh, well, he's played a good shot there. We did try with the...
The cue ball looks pretty safe here.
Yeah, it is
Green
safe,
dot,
definitely.
4.
We did try with the whole shot on
He's looking to play safe here.
the blue. But sometimes there's not really much you can do. Now, that's probably ran way too much. But at least it took the bulk. Pink might actually snooker him on the 1 red, so...
Looking to play safe here.
That's okay. Unless he goes for the pot. No, he's gone for the safety, but is he going to... I was about to say, I thought he was going to cannon the red in there, but... Not the best shot from Graham Dott on that occasion.
Not really the result he was
Should give us
after.
an opportunity now.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
And there we go, the black's on.
Nicely done.
So even though we've had a few stumbling blocks, a few mistakes, we should be fine for this first frame. We'll be 29 ahead with this black. Then of course, if we take the next red, that will confirm the frame bar in snookers.
Very nicely done.
8.
This is a key shot coming up here. No problem there.
And that effectively shuts out his opponent in this frame.
Yeah, it does effectively shut out Graham.
You'll want this to drop
Take
into
the pink
centre
though,
pocket.
just a bit of cover. Well, it's gone way too far. Doesn't matter though. I don't think Graham will particularly be bothered about playing on in this frame. Try and take a double. I think we're going to be way off here, but does it matter? Just make sure we get the backspin, because I don't want to get a double on the cue ball. I mean, that's way off, so... But it doesn't matter. Were we going for it? Probably not. And we've, to be fair, not played a bad safety shot there, not when we needed it, but I don't think he'll play on. So that's the first frame to us.
And now,
Not the best snooker played there, but certainly a little bit better than we played
Well,
in our last match against Higginson.
Thank you. The second frame. Neil Robertson to break.
Now, I'm looking at changing my break-up style a little bit. Oh, that's way too soft. Oh, well, that's just a disaster. Shocking.
now.
Yeah, we were looking at playing that a little bit harder, getting behind the bulk colours, but of course,
1.
we didn't play hard enough, and that's the problem.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner.
So this is Graham's chance. We've made a mistake, and now it's his chance to show that he can win a frame.
4. 5.
And he takes one mistake. Can't do much sitting in your chair. I've said this countless numbers of times, but luckily that's end of break. Just need a little bit more power on that. And Christ almighty, he's potted one. He's potted one. I've just seen one go down the pocket.
13.
You jammy sod.
He's lining this up into the right.
Dad,
middle
you
pocket.
can't tell me he's... Oh, well. Good. Well, what on earth is he playing here? Graham Dot on drugs, I think. Christ almighty. You know, fair enough to having the one shot and potentially trying to pot it, but goodness me, you don't just whack a blue after getting all the balls like that. You'd be slaughtering me in the comments if I did that.
1.
And he got lucky, but I think that was just stupid, to be honest. But I said that Graham had an opportunity, and you can't do anything
He's an
from the
expert
chair,
potter, and
and
he's
this of
taking
course now applies to Mr. Dot himself. Good pink, and hopefully we can start a decent break.
another trademark
Got plenty of
crunching
balls
long ball.
available to us. Just check this red does go past the brown. That'd be pretty awkward if it didn't. Good stuff.
8.
Again, yellow should be fine. Not the best, admittedly. Not the best position. I'll fess up to that, but we're okay. But that's not too bad. Again, leaves a lot on, and I think we could be on for a decent break here if we just focus. That's what I think we lack a little bit sometimes, focus.
Straightforward.
11.
Unfortunately, the big colours are out of commission a little bit, so just try and screw back to a decent position. It's funny, isn't it? When we don't need to play at the exact speed, we manage to. Right, I've got a few options here. I think this red should go past the other one into the pocket, no problem, but we're always worth having a check. It's not as clear cut as I thought, but yeah, it's fine.
Well, he's taking
Could be
it
pivotal
onto
though,
the
this
left
sort of
corner.
shot to a break. Need to play with some pace though.
What a
And there
top
we
shot
go.
that is.
Good stuff.
Great cueing.
Don't want it to run too far. Should be on the green. Okay, that's fine.
14.
Yep, just checking we are on the colour. Could be pretty embarrassing if we played a red and didn't... Well, we shouldn't have. Good shot. Yeah, I need to figure out a strategy for getting these colours in play. Because it does significantly reduce the potential for the break. Suppose just whack the pink and see what
Going for the left
happens.
corner pocket.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Why? Why?
Neil
You
Robertson,
tool.
17.
They'll want this to drop into the centre pocket.
Why on earth would you hit it
That's a
too
top
hard
shot.
there?
Well played.
Honestly.
1.
I'd hate myself as a snooker player.
Doesn't want to overhit this.
I'll be back at this chair cursing like mad.
5.
Well, he's done the same.
Graham Dock, 5.
And it felt like it was quite a decent break building there, but of course, because it was all yellows and greens and browns, effectively the break's quite small. You've got to take quite a few reds to compound that sort of
Nicely
break.
onto the colour.
1.
Luckily, the black's just about on here.
Eight.
It's all getting a bit tight though now. But every point matters, so we'll take that red nicely. And ooh, this isn't a bad position on the.
No.
See, probably could have ran a bit longer for my liking. So yellow it is.
This is really tricky.
Fabulous spot.
And there we go. That gives much better position.
With that shot. What can he do here?
Can go down a few avenues here.
11.
Go down this one. It's going to be a bulk colour. Go down this one. We're still not really going to provide any sort of room for a blue, etc. But we'll give it a go. That's not too bad. Again, we can get to a bulk colour.
12.
Oh, we can't actually. We just have to play this straight on the blue. Now, this is tricky.
Tricky pot coming up.
It is tricky. But I think we're okay. This is at our peril.
Close.
Ah! I don't think about shots enough.
Neil
Really
Robertson,
don't.
12.
Great opportunity to get
I mean,
back
this is a
into it.
great game for a neutral because it's really close. But ultimately, too many mistakes from both players are deciding this. Oh. Oh, he's missed it. Thought he'd get a cheeky
goal.
double there, but he hasn't. So this now requires a tight pot to the
Well,
middle.
it goes. Half a chance.
And I can't see any way we can play a safety. That's the problem sometimes. I don't see any way you can play a safety from these sort of shots. If we pot it, it's a brilliant position. Looks pretty good. And just sometimes we get it right.
He'll be very happy with the position
I
here.
think that's the problem. It potentially lures you into a false sense of security sometimes. But nevertheless, I suppose we've made less mistakes than Graham has this frame, so...
8.
Ah, well. Poor Graham. That red on the cushion's a bit of a concern. Because this black won't secure the frame.
Nice
Although,
position on the black.
that being said, we get the black. Gonna have to screw back quite a bit, but then I suppose if it's on the cushion, or close to, we can just play it down the table. So this is going to be a bit weird. Just check we've actually got the pot on first. It's the most important thing. Right, that.
Terrible
Oh, for
miss.
goodness sake, man! This game is really annoying for playing with pace. It's realistic. You should, you know, you shouldn't just get away with whacking a shot. And I'll tell you what, Graham's not playing much better than us. Jesus Christ. I really don't know what's happened. I have to say, I mean, this is a ridiculous shot. I don't know what to play here.
He just wants to get the cue ball behind the pink here.
Are we going to get lucky? No, not really. Again, I know we could have got the
Played
cue
that
ball
well.
behind the
Tough
pink
shot, but
potentially.
Could have played it better.
But again, I just didn't know how to play that. Sometimes the AI play a good enough shot to
Not
stop
the
you doing
interview
anything,
at
and
all.
well,
He'll be annoyed with
how
that.
can you play that sort of shot and then miss that? Like, inconceivable, really. Well, we're just going to try and tap this and get it down the table.
Pace will be very important with this shot.
Would have been even better if it was behind the pink, but we certainly avoid the likelihood of a pot, so not bad there.
Cue ball's finished up in a very safe position.
Very scrappy match this
He
is.
doesn't want to play this with too much pace, or he could leave his opponent on.
It's not a bad shot at all from Graham.
He really doesn't want to overhit this.
That's not bad. That'll do. Just need the yellow
Pace is key
and
with
the
this shot.
green.
He doesn't want to overhit it.
Has he gone for the double? Not quite there. Whoa, he's potted the blue. Well, that was a bit of drama, wasn't it? He went for the double, almost got a treble and hit the blue on the way through. The blue then cannoned into the pot, into the pocket. So that gives us a free 5 points. Thank you very much, Graham.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
Now, in light of what we've said before, just plays with a little bit less pace.
That's a
Yeah,
brilliant
that's a good pot, and still leaves us on the green.
Very good here.
And with the green, I think we've, well, 25 in front with 25 left. So, yeah, the green will secure the frame.
So, just
Barring
this green
snookers, of
required.
course.
In it goes.
That should be it.
Might as well
No
try and
real
clear
way for
these
his
up.
opponent to win the frame now.
5.
He's
But I
playing
wonder
this
who you
in
think's been the
right
best
centre
player.
pocket.
I'm always hypercritical, so I wouldn't say myself. But I think we've made plenty of mistakes, but ultimately I don't think Graham's capitalised on them. Has to be said.
The long pot's on, and he's going for it.
Just about missed that one, I think. No, it's there. But a little bit too much power to get it on the cushion,
One of
so
his strengths.
14.
might as well just try and give this pink a whack. Hope for the best. Anywhere near the middle? Nah, it's not going to be, but that doesn't matter. A little bit of an opportunistic shot. And with that win in that frame,
Neil Robertson, 14.
and it was quite a dominant one in the end, actually. We are 2-0 up, and within one of going to the last
And that
16.
is the frame. Well played.
Well, this lead is starting to grow now.
I am planning an update video for over the weekend, by the way. I realise there's a lot of motorcycling content on the channel at the moment, which is bound to confuse you all, I suppose. So there will be an update over the weekend to explain that. But don't worry, there's, the snooker will be continuing, etc. So
Pace is key.
no need to
here.
fret. For you guys who really enjoy your snooker, I appreciate your company, as I said earlier. Even if it is just a rant video sometimes. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh, I need that to run a little bit more.
He's going for
Unfortunately left that one red, and that can always be a starter. And Graham's potted it. Luckily not proved to be a starter, because that's a bit of a stinker of a positional shot.
Position here.
Can always play a good safety on a black, though. That's certainly not bad at all. But he does leave that one red that can be played safe on, so that's a little bit
it. Great
unfortunate
shot.
Graham Dot,
for
1.
Graham Dort. Maybe we should work less on our impressions and more on our play, eh? But that's not going to be a bad shot. Again, just needs to run a tad more to be behind the yellow and really punish him.
Tricky pot, no doubt.
He's going to go for the pot here, isn't he? No, he's going to go for the safety. Well, if he did go for the pot, it'd be quite a bit off. Oh, that cannon on the yellow might have just saved him from potting that, in off. Try and play this as thin as possible. Try and get back to somewhere where we are now. It's as thin as remotely possible there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. There's always a gap. They always say that. There is always a gap.
Well, it goes.
And this
Half a
time
chance
there
here.
is. Not a big one. We tried. But he's missed it. But he's not left anything on the jammy bugger. Right, we play up to this red. No, neither of those are playable. What
Shot
a
place
jammy
will
git.
determine success or failure.
Touching ball now. So what's he going to play?
Touching ball.
Safety? Yep, looks like it. Where's the cue ball going? No, but he's okay. Oh, he nearly got the pot there. Unfortunate for him. I think we can play a cannon here, can't we?
Brilliantly played.
A cannon? What am I on about? A plant. going straight in, so again, should be no problem. We can always use this to break up the reds as well. Nice pot. Good use of a cheeky plant there. Leaves a few more reds available. Unfortunately, doesn't open up the black on that occasion. Now, we've not been very successful with blue pots today, I must confess. But that looks bang on to me. Let me just tweak it a little bit. That looks bang on. If this misses, I'll be pretty surprised.
So I'd assume he'd take this on.
There we go. Good shot.
No surprises there. Long pots.
We are going to win this match this frame. I'd quite like to get a decent break, just to back up the fact that we are actually in this third round, and we've not got here just purely by luck. I'm going to go for the pink though this time. Nothing too hard, but hopefully just move 1 or 2 reds. Good stuff. It's a nice shot. That'll do. Freeze this one up on the cushion.
13.
But luckily there's nothing else available, so luckily it's there. A bit of a buffer to use.
This is a tricky one along the cushion.
It is a tricky shot, but it's there.
14.
Unfortunately the black doesn't quite go, so I have to consult a book colour, and that is going to be the green this time.
He's taking it on.
Not a bad start to the frame. Oh, for God's sake! Yeah, there's definitely been an update, because I think on previous updates that would have definitely gone in.
Robertson.
Definitely.
He won't want to underhit this.
Luckily we're safe. Just wants to build up a good break there. Oh, where's the cue ball? Where's the cue ball? Oh, how lucky can you get, Graham? Now I think that should go in. That should be fine. So we've got a chance here. Again, don't need to play it at pace. Oh, bloody hell. Well, it was worth taking a chance on. We're not safe this time, I don't think. No, he's going to play that one. Again, just not playing our best. Maybe that's because we've had a bit of a break from the game, or not, I don't know. But I feel that we'd seen some improvement in our play, but we've relapsed a little bit recently. He's not going to pop that. It's quite a bit off, I think.
No, not quite.
Oh, he wasn't too far off. But it's not in the pocket, so, I mean, that sort of shot before an update I would have been quite happy to take on. But is it tight on the cushion? See, it is, isn't it? Yeah. No, I don't think any of these go, unfortunately. And if he's up the table, he's just going to go for that straight away. Just checking we haven't got a red up the table, because I'd look a bit stupid then. Honestly, I've got absolutely no idea what to play. I mean, it might be worth just trying to knock this red in, and unless we get a little bit of safety up the table if it doesn't go in. But it's there. Good shot. No claps from the crowd. Disappointed. Black should be cuttable here. Given our tight pot accuracy, we might be worth not playing this, but we are anyway. There we go, it's there.
He won't be too happy with his position here.
No, it's not great, is it?
8.
Thought this one might be the saviour, but it's not. Trying to look see if we play of any side. No, it doesn't really matter, does it, to us? No. Unfortunately. Can't command that to go in. There's only so much you can move a ball. So again, we're in a bit of a tricky situation, aren't we? Could play this for a potential cheeky try, a double. I'm just thinking, no, just leave a few reds on, that's the problem. Can't get to that red, unfortunately, on the cushion. That's just, I think the best bet probably is just to hit this red and try and get up to the bulk. But they have spread out quite a bit, so that hasn't helped us, but Sometimes it's just impossible to play anything, especially with my skill set anyway. It's impossible to play anything that's good. But will Graham punish us here? He hasn't done so yet.
That's a top shot. Outstanding potting.
1. 8.
No extravagant breaks so far.
Decent position to take on.
Unfortunately, I don't think the medium
9.
gameplay mode is really that good because it's only best of 5 frames. It doesn't give them much time to develop into a match.
16.
And the finals are only, say, best of 7. So again, I'd argue they're not really long matches.
Graham Dot, 16.
But 16 for Dot there, and he's just missed that red, so
This isn't easy.
gives us a change. A change gives us a chance, not a change. I suppose it is a change from sitting at the chair.
Happy with that?
1.
There we go, black's down.
Nicely played.
8.
10 ahead here, so that we could make this really pay for Graham.
9. 16.
Right, let's have a look what we've got then here. So we have got this red, haven't we? Yeah. That should go.
He's playing the pot here.
He is playing the pot and it's there.
What a great shot that is.
So pink or black we can go for.
Superb tubal control there. Ideal
More
position.
inclined towards the black.
17.
Don't think it's worth it though. But is there anything easier? I mean, we'll take the green, won't we? Yeah. And hopefully get decently for a long red. A chance at one anyway. And that's not bad. That'll be ideal. Brilliant.
Superb cueing.
It's all coming together now. Not brilliant snooker again, I must confess. But it looks like it's going to get us through to the next round of the Betway UK's. As I've said previously, sometimes it's all about making less mistakes than your opponent.
21.
I think today that definitely rings true. Now, let's just be careful about this. How are we going to get position on this red? I was thinking maybe black screw back, but again, that's not really an option because we're on the cushion. Let's just play this and let the ball run and see what happens. I mean, we've got a bit of a lead, so we've got a bit of leeway. There we go. It's run too much. Frustrating.
28.
But luckily this pot should be okay. It's all about giving yourself options sometimes. Hopefully this option will pay off. And it's there.
Position
Another
looks
black.
good for a colour.
29.
Not that hard. Come on, keep running a bit, keep running a bit. Actually, no, there's the other red, we're okay. Yeah, could have done with that to keep running a little bit. Actually, that other red's not as easy as we think. Bit of a dilemma here. Right. Now, I think that should be okay, but I don't think he'll clear up from here if we miss anyway. Nah, it's way off. What on earth we were playing there?
His game a little.
But look, oh, I thought we had blocked off that red.
Robertson, 36.
By the pocket, and he needed the one red in the colour, unfortunately, and that would have been it. But will Graham Dot punish us here? We tried. Sometimes it just doesn't work. He's missed the pink.
Graham Dot,
But has he snookered us on the red? Imagine that, the AI getting a bit of luck. Now, if we play this off this cushion fairly soft, we should hit this red.
If he fouls here, the frame is on again.
There we go. Alright, okay, fair enough. Leaves it onto the middle pocket, but based on how he's played so far, I don't think he'll clean up. But of course,
That's all he was looking for.
the frame is effectively off at the moment. We are ahead by too many. And he's potted the cue ball now. Well,
This could
poor
be a
old
really
Graham.
costly foul.
Foul. Neil
Gonna
Robertson.
play on here and just pop this red just to see if we can secure the match. Not played our best, as I say, today. But does it matter? I wouldn't argue so.
What a beauty.
Good red. We'll try the pink. Well, it's going to be a fairly easy pink.
1.
And then I think we can wrap it up from there. As I say, not our best, but certainly not as bad as the dodgy 20-odd breaks from the other day.
7.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket. Well, an excellent pot.
9.
Decent on the brown.
12.
Only problem's going to be the black, I can imagine, for clearing up.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket.
Oh, we just about missed the brown. That proves there's definitely been an update because the pockets haven't been that rigid before. Might be a new table, I'm not sure, but the pockets haven't been that rigid before. But it doesn't matter, missing that brown.
And match.
And we have beaten Graham Dott very securely there by 3 frames to 0. Highest break only 36, but as you can see, we dominated him there really. Only getting, what, 63 points? You know, it's a third, in fact, exactly a third of what we've got. So, again, 3/4 of the points went to us. Good mathematician to work that out so quickly, if I may say so myself. But let's see who we've got in the 4th round, the last 16. Is it going to be somebody we've played before? Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, Saturday's episode is going to be a cracker, isn't it? Goodness me. I did say I'd quite like fancy playing the top players, the likes of Ronnie, etc, etc. But this early? The last 16? Jesus. Oh. Well, we certainly cannot afford to play our worst snooker against the Rockets, Ronnie O'Sullivan. Wow. Well, I think that sets up Saturday's episode quite well. I can imagine you'll enjoy it quite a bit. But until then, thank you very much for watching, folks. I have been TIJ Game, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys for Saturday's episode. But goodbye for now.